Hey everyone, it's me, Canadensis. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I post new doll and toy-related videos multiple times every week, so make sure to subscribe to see more. And in today's video, we are going to be doing an unboxing and review of the DOLL DOREMI series blind boxes. Now, these are my first of these smaller dolls from DOLL, and I really enjoyed the other dolls by DOLL that I've reviewed, so I'm really excited about these ones. And while we unbox this, if you didn't know, Kikagoods sent these to me for the purposes of review. So Kikagoods has been a long time kind of partner of the channel, and I really appreciate them. They are a Chinese service that can help you get Chinese dolls just like these ones shipped directly to you, basically wherever you are in the world. And I find that their prices are very competitive and their customer service is amazing. I've shopped with them before many times and I've always had a good experience, and I'm so grateful that they work with me on this. I don't earn from purchases made using my code, but you do get a discount if you use it. Information on that will be in the description. It helps them understand that you guys are interested in seeing more content like this from me. So without further ado, let's check them out. Let's just get right into it. By the way, if you want to see these dolls up close and not worry about this whole unboxing portion, no hard feelings, go ahead and use the timestamps below and you can skip to a later part of this video where we're looking at them up close. So here is the packaging. It's a very nice box. I like how matte it looks, and it's called the DOREMI series, and all of their names are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. There's no T, but it's okay. There is a C though. I don't know what that means. But yeah, they're really cute. They've got different little wings, so they might be like demons or angels or something, but they're just cute little elf guys, and I'm so excited about them. So let's just open this up. So the secret character is a gray-skinned demon-looking one, and it says they're seeded 1 in 72. I really appreciate when they tell you what the seed rate is, because most companies do not tell you what the seed rate is unless you really dig, and sometimes they just never tell you. All right, so our first one is the one with the blonde hair, which is Fa. And something really cool with this series that I've been missing a lot recently with the Chinese BJDs is that they are doing different skin tones with this series. It's an improvement. It doesn't seem like, wow, okay. So I don't know if they're all gonna come like this, but this one came in many pieces. Wow, the makeup is beautiful. It looks like we actually need to put the eyes in ourselves, so that's really interesting. And here's the hair and the clothing. The other UF dolls that I've reviewed, which by the way, if you're interested in Chinese BJDs at all, check out the playlist in the description below. I've reviewed a ton of these, mostly available from Kikagoods, and I've really enjoyed them. I think they are so much fun, and they're such a different way of experiencing dolls. And I guess we won't get to see these characters until later, because we've got to actually set them up a lot more than usual, but that might be fun, and that makes them really customizable that you can actually switch the eyes this easily. But yeah, so anyway, I shouldn't have thrown the box because now I forgot this one's name. I think it was C. Oh, it's Fa. C is the secret character. Anyway, next we have, all right, our next character is pink outfit. I think this is Ray, and this is one of the demon ones. So I think I already threw the thing, but I think we've only gotten demon ones so far. We've got a bunch of extra hands. We've got the eyes. It's so interesting. We have the putty, which I assume is for applying the eyes. Do they have different chests? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so these are more DIY than usual. For the most part, when you order these sorts of Chinese BJDs, they come mostly together and then you just put the outfits on. So these ones are actually quite different. So very curious to see how this experience is. And let me know what you guys prefer. Do you prefer more of a DIY style, or do you prefer to just get your doll ready to go? Or at least put her together like this. Okay, so I'm very surprised they have different chest sculpts. I haven't experienced that yet. There's also different face sculpts already. So I have 2 different chest sculpts and 2 different face sculpts here. So that's pretty cool, pretty unusual. All right, the next one. I think my favorite one just from the art is me. I just really like green, pretty biased. Also, there seems to only be one angel, so Do is fighting for her life in here. Anyway. This is this is the angel. This is Do. Wouldn't that be funny if you got the secret one, you just got no angel at all? Anyway, we have the accessories, the eyes, the various different paperwork things. You always get a lot of paperwork with these. And then we have the clothing, which I'm really excited about. It's so cute. And the doll. So This is the same chest sculpt as the first one. I'm very curious if there's gonna be like 2 chest sculpts or more. Oh my god. The face sculpts are so cute, and I'm loving the elf ears. I love elves. I think, like, in general, if you're gonna do any kind of human design, human-ish design, you might as well just give them elf ears. Why not? It's adorable. Like, make your fictional race of whatever you're doing into elves. These are technically angels and demons, but I don't know. Angels are never depicted with elf ears. I guess demons are sometimes, though. This unboxing portion is a little bit less exciting, I feel like, because I don't know what they look like fully yet. So I apologize for that, but you never know what's gonna happen. Something new. Okay, next we have, ooh, the dark brown hair. So this is So. Very curious. It looks like they all have fairly similar outfits, so I'm wondering if that will, ooh, those laser green eyes. I'm wondering if that will come off on, like, will be weird when I have all the dolls put together that they all basically have the exact same outfit, but I think they'll look quite different in person. It's just they have fairly similar design features, like especially the hat. All right, so this one's head is too far on the neck right now. But yeah, so I have 2 head sculpts so far, and I have 2 different chest sculpts so far. I need to fix this head. It looks so funny. We'll put her together. But I really like this hair. It's really cute. Okay. The next one that we have, this is going to be the quickest unboxing portion ever because I have no impressions. Other than the shoes, I guess. The shoes are already on, and they are very cute. Okay. Next up, we have... Come on, me. Oh, this one's upside down. Yay! Oh, no. This is me. Okay, me is bluer than she looked on the packaging. I thought she was kind of tealish, but no, that's straight up blue. But that's okay. I think she's so cute. Okay, so she has the other chest sculpt. So we've had 2. With that one. Ooh, the hair. Okay, so there are definitely some shared hair sculpts too, which is not unusual with these. I don't feel like they usually are expecting you to get the full set. But, I mean the companies that make these, but if you are interested in getting a full set, if you buy the sealed box, you saw me cutting that seal, that is a guarantee that these are factory sealed, meaning like the people that made them, the company that made them sealed that, shipped it to Kikagoods, Kikagoods never opened it, and just shipped it straight to me. So, you have a chance of getting the secret character, of course, but you also are guaranteed that you will get a full set of the dolls unless you get the secret character, so... I appreciate that a lot as a collector, as somebody who generally wants to collect the full set. If you don't collect the full set and you're just interested in having whatever, then just order 1 or 2 or whatever. But if you want a full set, that's how you do it. And normally it's kind of discounted too. Okay, so this is La. So we did not... Her hair is kind of see-through. I wasn't expecting that. We did not get the secret one, but that is okay. I really like the secret one though. The gray skin is really cool. It is... As you can see, 1 in 72, it's very unusual to get the secret one. Although that's more common than a lot of them are. This one has pink eyes. And I thought this one was going to be like a deep red because of the artwork. But this one has like a really pretty see-through, almost fish look. Like a koi fish vibe to her. Her shoes. Everybody else had like sneakers. Look at these shoes. This one almost feels like a secret-y one to me. Her design just seems elevated from the others. But, I mean, I don't know yet because she doesn't have her outfit on. So, anyway, I guess now we'll be dressing up my dolls. And we'll see you when they're dressed. All of the dolls are now dressed, and let me tell you, that was the longest and most stressful experience trying to dress Chinese BJDs I have ever had. That doesn't necessarily reflect poorly on the product. Nothing was breaking or anything. The only real criticism I have for the clothing is that these pieces aren't actually secured. They're just kind of stuck into the knit portions so they can fall out. But there's lots of itty-bitty little buckles. In fact, there's 2 per character that are just really hard to engage with. And there's just lots of things like that where it's not bad on the design, but I would question why they didn't use other methods as opposed to having the user have to fumble with itty-bitty little buckles over and over and over again when there were better ways to do that and get the same look. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that Kikagoods actually includes a ton of extras if you purchase the full box set. Now, as a reminder, I did get this for free, but they wanted you to know what you get. So some of these things are randomized. So like this one, you would get a random skin tone and a random bust. So you could get a different one than me, but you get an extra body. You get 6 extra heads, it says. And again, there's 2 different skin tones. So I guess the assortment you can get is random. And then you also get 6 different headbands. Or 6 assorted headbands. So I think these are 2 of each, I guess. So 3 different headbands, 2 of each of them. You get magnets, which I think are for the headbands. You put them in the hair and you put them in the headband. And yeah, these heads are different from the ones that are on our dolls because they do not have the eye holes. So this is really fun for practicing customizing, or you could find another home for them. But that makes buying the full set of 6 really, really good deal because these dolls run about $20 each. So that's already a pretty good price when you compare it to other Chinese BJDs of this size and of even less quality sometimes that come with less things. Plus you get all of the bonus stuff if you buy the 6 set, so pretty good deal. Anyway, now it's time to finally take a look at the dolls. I've been waiting to review them for a while because when I tell you I had to go to bed and wake up in order to finish this review because it took that long to dress the dolls, I couldn't believe it. Each doll comes with some paperwork, some extra hands and feet, 2 extra feet to be clear, and a card. The cards are really hard. They're on a nice, like, acetate hard plastic, which is really nice. And let's just get into the review portion. So I'm going to show you all of their cute little outfits. So first we'll look at Ray. Several of the dolls do come with extra accessories that they're not pictured wearing. You can see that 4 of them, or actually 5 of them, are pictured wearing their hats, but in their actual pictures, not all of them are wearing their hats. I put the hat on her for now, but we'll take it off later. So if you don't like the eye placement, just so you know, I placed the eyes, so you would be able to do it differently. If you would like to see how to place the eyes, stay tuned for later in this video. I do a demonstration of how I did it. I really, really like the faces on these dolls. They're blushed really nicely. Even the ears are blushed. Might be a little bit hard to tell, but they did a really, really good job on that. And the facial expressions are also different between the characters. So this one has kind of a bored, but, you know, passive expression. And then if I take off the front of the hair here, which that's how you put the heads on, by the way. Some of them are really tight and some of them are really not tight, by the way. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. You can see the rest of the face paint. I love it when the eyelashes match the hair. I think it's so cute. Although that does hinder changing around the hair a little bit because if you want it to match the eyelashes, you couldn't use a lot of different hair colors, but that's fine. Your hair doesn't have to match your eyelashes. You could have dyed it. Anyway, let me take the hat off so we can see the rest of the hair. The hair has a really nice spray, I guess, like to give it a gradient from this whitish yellow into the pink color. It's really, really pretty and it's very well done across the board. And yeah, it's a nice hair sculpt, which is good because it's not identical, but it's pretty much used on 3 of the dolls, so it's good that it's nice. And then the hat. So all of them come with this hat that just doesn't really work with their hair. For this one, I guess you just... I don't want to put it over the ears, because then you're covering up the really cute ears, but I kind of put it over the spikes in the hair, and it kind of works. But I don't think that's supposed... I mean, it kind of fits like that, so I guess, but it falls off really easily, so... yeah, I don't really know. And then I'll stand the doll up, and the dolls actually do stand really, really nicely on their own. Obviously, it depends on how good you are at posing them and balancing them, but it's something you'll get the hang of over time. They come with a lot of outfit pieces. So this one in particular came with this top, these 2 sleeves, this skirt, the belt is attached, a choker, and these leg warmers. The shoes are attached to the feet, but you can switch out the feet so that you can change out the shoes if you want to. And the shoes are really, really cute, by the way. Really nicely painted, very well done shoes. I like them a lot. And you can switch them between the characters. The only thing is the skin tone is there. So you might have to try to work around that. So she can't necessarily wear every shoe. Anyway, they have these little chokers, and I don't really know if I'm missing something, but they're a simple buckle setup. So you'll have a lot of extra string just hanging out, ribbon hanging out. Do you just tuck that in somewhere? I don't really know what the intent is. I think they could have made this look like a buckle and just made it Velcro or stretchy or something. I think making it be an actual buckle was kind of a strange decision, but it is very cute and it is realistic, and I know a lot of the appeal of these is the realism to them as opposed to the Velcro that a lot of other dolls use. So for me, I think the ease of use is better, but for a lot of people, I think they would prefer having it be more realistic. Anyway, she does have these cute little demon wings, which are attached to this top in the back. So I don't personally like fabric wings as much, but they are well done. They have batting in them, which is how they are puffy like this and how they have that kind of realistic as it'll get here. Batwing effect with the bones here. So I think that's really cool. I think they're well done. My problem with fabric ones is that they just never sit in the right place, and over time they can get even worse, but they are very, very cute. I wish there was maybe some kind of wire in them, but at the price point, that's not really something I would expect by any means. Her top is meant to look like a little like ruched bralette thing. It does have these straps, which are really just a halter that's made out of a really nice ruffly material. And then this heart, it does just come out. So one of mine had the heart way off to the side, and I was like, that's weird. But then I was able to just put it where it goes. So I guess a pro is that you can move those hearts or remove them to your heart's content. But a huge con is that they really do just fall right out sometimes because they're just pressed through the fabric. I don't want to take it off because it's so perfect, but it's just this like metal facet thing you can see here, and it does come right out because it is a knit fabric, so it will just pop right out. So I don't really know why they did that instead of actually sewing it into place. I wish that they had maybe sewn them into place. Anyway, she does have sleeves. They're just little knit tubes with the little hearts pressed in. Very simple, but very, very cute. I love the pink and brown color scheme. I think it looks really, really good. I will say that the super intense warm brown, almost orange of the eyes kind of clashes with this brown color, which is kind of like a deep cocoa brown, but you could just switch the eyes, so not really a big deal now, is it? And in the artwork, it seems like her eyes are kind of intended to be red as opposed to more of like a brownish orange, so I don't really know. Anyway, this skirt is probably the cutest. There's multiple that come with a very similar skirt, and I love it a lot, but the belt is really frustrating on this, so it's supposed to actually be off to the side. You can't really get it to do that. I've gotten it to be a little bit off to the side, but never down where it's supposed to be. And then, okay, it's sewn in the back, 2 ribbons. And then the 2 ribbons are over here. There is a buckle in place on one side, so you're supposed to buckle it, but it just doesn't stay. It, like, it'll get loose and tight, it'll come up, it'll get, like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I wish that maybe they had just sewn this into place or something, or taken it off in the back, because if I could place it in the back too, that would help. I don't even know. Or we needed belt loops. I really don't know what the exact solution for this is, but this ends up being more frustrating than I think it was worth for the design. So yeah, maybe just give us a star-shaped facet thing to like jab into the skirt. The skirt is a really, really fantastic high quality piece. I love this. Look how realistic and detailed this is. So it's shirred, I think is what this is called, to make it stretchy. And then it's got this really nice ruffly trim. It's got 3 layers of it. Just really, really good construction. You can see how well constructed it is under here. Really nice piece. These don't come with underwear. Some Chinese BJDs come with underwear, so I thought I'd point it out. They do have itty bitty like skirts, so I wish they, at least the ones that came with skirts, came with some kind of underwear, but it's not a big deal. I have plenty of extra underwear in this size, I'm sure, if it bothered me that much. And then she has her leg warmers. In the artwork, the leg warmers are much looser, but in reality, if you try to kind of mimic that look, they start to look really weird, but I like them the way they are too, just kind of as simple stockings that go over the shoes. And yeah, she is extremely cute. By the way, this is Ray. And if you didn't notice, their names are Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. I think it ends in So. So they are meant to be the music notes or whatever, which is very cute. I'm not a big music guy. Is that, it's a scale, Do, Re, Mi. I think it's a scale. Anyway, yeah. I know the other scale because I can read music, like the G, B, A, B, C, D on the scale, whatever. Yeah. Then we have So. So is extremely cute. I love her really intense green eyes. She is a like brown-haired one. Yeah. Oh, the pink one here. Ray has the larger bust and the lightest skin tone. So has the smaller bust and the lighter skin tone as well. Oh, there are 2 different bodies, it seems. That's all I've really noticed. But yeah, there's So. And here she is in the group picture. She does not have her hat, but this is what it looks like if you do put the hat on. I don't like the hat with the pigtails, but I thought I would show you what it looks like, so let me take it off. And yeah. So this is the full look for So. So cute. I really, really like this one. I really like all of them, honestly. These dolls are really, really nice. The designs are great. This is what her face looks like. She is probably one of my favorite faces. I really like the smaller eyes. I think they're gorgeous. And just look at the detail with the little white dots. It's so cute. And again, the blushing. I love the blushing in the ears. So cute. The hair sculpt of the pigtails actually doesn't stay in really nicely. It's really loose. So if you need to fix that, if you get these dolls or if you're planning to, I put a little bit of the putty that they come with that is used for the eyes in there, and then it helps it stay on really nicely. So now it doesn't fall off. So that should not be an issue during production. This is not UF Doll's first rodeo, but at least there is a solution for that. But hopefully in the future they work on making that a little bit more of a snug fit. Yeah, there's her adorable face. Her hair is really nice too. All of them have the same back hair, but it seems like they back plate for the hair, but they have different bangs. She has the little upright pieces again. I think everybody does. Almost everybody. I really like this little piece here too. It's just really nice hair sculpt. And then in the back we have the twin tails. She has black rubber bands or hair bands, I guess. And then her hair is curled in a very adorable way. And they are pretty loose. I don't know why that matters, but it's like flexible a little bit. She does have a star-shaped choker. Everybody has one. This one's silver. I like the ones that are like a color and are matte more than the actual metal ones. Or I think they are metal. No, the metal plated ones, I guess, but I like both. Her shirt looks really messy because hers is the one that I had to move this heart around on quite a bit. You could see the original holes. I think her shirt is supposed to look kind of messy and worn, and that's why it's not hemmed. Yeah, it looks like that's the case on the artwork, so yeah. It's a nice shirt. I like it. And then her sleeves are way too long. They are supposed to be way too long, but on dolls like this, the hands are really small. On a lot of dolls, hands are really big, so these just slide right off. But it's fine. I kind of tried to... I mean, look how long this is, even though I cuffed that a little bit. But it is the intended look, so I guess I'll leave it alone. Also, interestingly, she has purple eyelashes, so I guess it's not supposed to match the hair. And then she's got these wings. Her shorts were, I think she was maybe the first one that I dressed, and I was going crazy trying to get these shorts to work. Yeah, so hers actually does end up off to the side, to be fair. You get that extra ribbon that's really frustrating to deal with. If you try to tuck it in, it makes it look funny. So you just kind of have to hope it sits in the right place, I guess, unless I'm missing something. And then her shorts are so cute too. A lot of them come with a very similar, or I guess 2 of them. I don't know where I got a lot from, but 2 of them come with a very similar shorts design. And I really like that there's a trim in there. It's really cool. You just kind of have to adjust it a little bit to make them actually even with each other, each side of the shorts. And then there's the back. You can see how the belt's not cooperating. She has the same socks, except hers are gray and black, and then her shoes, so cute. I don't know if all of them have the same shoe sculpt. They probably do. I guess we'll figure it out. And then, oh, well, I know one of them has like really cool platforms, so we'll get to those. The really interesting one, the one that's totally different from everybody else. Everybody else has a theme that they're sticking with, right? Like they've got the stripes, they've got the hat, they've got the devil wings, the black devil wings specifically. Everything's fairly straightforward and similar on everybody, but then there's one different one. But before we get to her, let's get to, I truly, this is my favorite one. I love everything about this one. This is Fa. Her skin tone does not match her artwork. I hope in the future, if they design the darker skin characters, they actually commit and do the darker skin tone on the dolls. It's frustrating. This isn't Kikagoods, by the way. This is UF Doll, the manufacturer. Kikagoods is a distributor, just to be clear. I really like these dolls, and I really wish that they would do better with having more skin tones, because even these are made for a Chinese audience, yes, but even in China there's lots of different ethnic groups and lots of different skin tones, but they have totally different social issues in China, so it's kind of it's a totally different ball game to discuss. So just as an American, as a consumer, as myself, I wish that they would do more skin tones. And I think this design would have been even better if she had this darker skin tone. I think she would have looked absolutely beautiful. But regardless of all of that, I still really like this doll. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. I think she has the best hair sculpt. I really like her face. The combination of features on the face are really pretty. I love her outfit too. Just, this is a great one. So anyway, this is what she looks like with the hat on. In this artwork, she's not wearing the hat. In this artwork, she is. And that's what it looks like. The top corner there. And she's so cute. So, so cute. So her color scheme is this lighter brown with white, which normally I prefer like brown with an accent color as opposed to black or white, but I think it looks really, really good here. So yeah, and I love the way they did the blushing too. They did a great job on the blushing. That's what she looks like without the hat. I think she's one of the ones that needs the hat. Like, it looks, her design overall just works a lot better with the hat, whereas the other ones can go without it and be totally fine. She's so cute. So she's got the same devil wings just sewn onto the outfit. Her shirt is my favorite of the shirts. I mean, it's not my favorite color scheme, but I love it. And I think the yellow goes really good with it too. The big sleeves are so cute. And it's better than just having the little tube sleeves, because the tube sleeves come off. These are fine. She does have the little heart badge and the choker. Her belt kind of actually sits where it's supposed to, so I'll give her huge points for that. And the extra little piece looks like it should too. It's great. It's awesome. And her shorts are the same. They're just brown and they have the ruffle. And then she has her cute little tube socks and her adorable little sneakers. I really like these shoes. I want these shoes in my size and in every color too. And then for some reason we did not start with the face, sorry. Her hair is yellow, but it does like have like darker and lighter spots, so it's very well done. I love the way they do the hair. And then I love her white mascara. I think that's why I like this one so much. Other than every other element of the design that I like, I think the face is the most important thing always. And the white mascara, it's all white. Like, there's nothing else. There's no other detail. And I think it's really, really striking and really draws your attention in a really good way. And yeah, she just looks fantastic. And then again, to put the hat on, I kind of loop it over the hair pieces. I assume that's how they did it too for the stock photos, but I don't know. But yeah, that is Fa, probably my favorite one. And then I guess now I'll show you La, which is the totally different one. I need to read the lore, if there is any, to figure out why this one is so distinct from the others. Maybe she's like the lead devil or something. But Kikagoods didn't have the lore on their site, so I'm going to need to go dig for it. Anyway, there's La. Maybe they just decided she would have a totally different design. But look, she is right here in the middle. She came with these, which I imagine are sleeves. You could use them as socks too, but in the artwork, you cannot see the sleeves and they would be annoying under that jacket, and you cannot see them as socks. So I'm going to leave them alone. She does have socks, but they're sculpted on. Okay. Her hair, again, it's the same twin tails, but she has a different, or actually her front piece is the same. Oh, I don't know if it's actually identical. No, it is. It's just that it's see-through, so it's harder to tell. Yeah, so her hair is more see-through than the others, and it has this really satisfying, like, opacity to more translucent or transparent, like, at the bottoms, which I think is really cool, and it's really well done. I will say that you can see that I had to shove that stuff in there to get her hair to stay on, which is kind of frustrating, but let me take off her hairpiece. Hers, in particular, was super loose. It was really frustrating. Look at her face. I love the blushing in the ears, and I love her expression. I did a really good job on the eye placement, I think. And yeah, she's really cute. She has pink eyes, and then, which are supposed to be red, of course. It's just pink it is red. So she has a lot of red going on with her design. And then she has this little cat head, or what am I saying? Hair clip. I said head clip. Oh my gosh, I have her standing really cute right now. I just wanted you to know. Anyway, her hands are kind of buried in there, but they are there. When I was trying to dress her, I got her string stuck in her arm for an extended period of time because I was trying to put this jacket on with her hands off. So I recommend putting this jacket on with the hands on, just so you know, or have some kind of hook handy to attach to the hook in the arm. Anyway, she has a sweater whose shape I cannot describe to you, but I do know what it's called. It's called a blank killer sweater. That's what the shape of it is. It doesn't scoop as low, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's emulating. She does have the little heart badge up top, and it is a halter, so it has that really pretty ruffle thing that the shirt on I think the first doll we looked at had. Her buckle thing is a lot more Like, it makes sense. It goes beneath the bust, which is really cute, and it's attached to the jacket, and it makes the jacket actually stay on. The gray jacket was a bold move. I like it. I think it pays off. I think red would have made just way too much red in the outfit. And then she has these red pleather wings. Which is very interesting that she just has a totally different thing going on than the others. And then La has my favorite shoes. Like, these are so cute. I do think maybe red bows would have been better on these to really bring the red in again, because there's an imbalance in the design, I think. But look how cute these are. And the little black ruffle socks. And then these ones have the UF Doll logo on the bottom. The sneakers don't seem to. I don't know why. And yeah, these rock. These shoes are adorable. I wish more of them came with different shoes. I understand that the sneakers went with every outfit, but I feel like these would have gone with a lot of the outfits too, and they're extremely cute. So that is La. She is really, really cool. She's not my favorite, but I suspect she'll probably be a lot of people's favorites. And I'm honestly surprised she is not the secret character, because if you look, everybody but her has a very similar outfit. Even the secret character. She does have gray skin, but like, I guess technically that's a third skin tone included. But yeah, isn't that weird? She feels like the secret one, but maybe the one with the gray skin tone has more going on. I don't know. Alrighty, now it's time to take a look at our final two. I thought that this one would be my favorite right out the gate, and I think she's really cute, but I'm just heavily biased towards the other face sculpt, I guess. But yeah, we have one more devil, and then our one angel, which, again, different from all the others, but she has a similar outfit and a similar, like, vibe and color scheme and everything. Let me show you these standing. Also, you can get really satisfying, like, sitting poses with these. I really appreciate the way that these were strung right out the gate, and just in general, the way the articulation was done. It's really well done, so I appreciate it. Here's Doe and me. They are so cute. All right, so now that we moved on from La, very similar outfit pieces to look at again. So she does have the hat. It is cute, but I don't think it really works with the pigtail hair, but that's okay. There are these things, so you can stick them onto the hair that way. Some of them, they all have a really cute little tag in the clothing, the UF Doll tag, but it can kind of hinder getting the, like, Velcro in place. And I think this one's Velcro is just weird in general. I mean, what am I looking at here? You know? So hers doesn't really sit right. I don't know if that's just going to be mine or if that's an issue across the board. So just thought I'd point it out. And then this is one of the ones where her hair didn't stay on properly, so I had to put the stuff in there. But anyway, absolutely adorable face. Love the little dots of color. I love the chunky mascara or like eyelashes. It's just so cute. And then she has these really pretty green eyes. Adorable. And she's got a blue streak in her hair, which is really prominent in the artwork. And then she also has the blue streaks here, which almost look like ribbons. It's really pretty. And yeah, really like this face. I love when they do the little surprised face. It's so silly. And yeah, once again, great blushing on the face like everybody else. She has a choker. Her little badge is supposed to be off to the side, so hers is correct. The choker is trying to be loose again. It's really difficult to actually get it to stay where it's supposed to. And then she has the larger bust, but she has like a loose fitting shirt, which is really, really cute. I love this shirt a lot. I love especially the way it is like tighter at the wrists, although I do wish it was tight enough at the wrist to actually like stay there. But I do think it is supposed to go over the hands. Once again, that's just the style of these, so that is fine. It looks great. This was the first one that I dressed that had the buckle belt skirt thing, and this was the one in particular because, okay, so the skirt is supposed to kind of meet the bottom of the shirt, but I thought it would be really cute if I could get it to sit here. And in a normal situation, the belt would allow me to do so, but the belt made it worse somehow, where I absolutely could not make that happen. So yeah, I'm just not, the belts did not work out. I see what they were going for, and it just didn't work. Her skirt is the same as the brown skirt on Ray, except it's black, and it looks adorable. It's a really nice little skirt. She's got the little knit tubes, and her shoes are white, which is interesting because the rest of her outfit has no white in it, but I think the white shoes are very, very cute. I think they stand out, but not in a bad way, so always good. Her stringing is a little bit weirder than the other ones. Everybody else was strung pretty well right out the gate, but hers is not cooperating with me. And then her skirt will not stay in place either. Yeah, some of them, it's part of just having dolls at this scale too. The outfits just don't cooperate as much. And I truly think using snaps or Velcro or something on a lot of these pieces would have helped tremendously. Also, the skirts really needed a little ribbon. A lot of companies will do this where the skirt, if they want it to sit in a certain spot, they'll put a ribbon in there so you put that between the legs of the dolls so that the skirt doesn't rotate around. They needed that. I can add that myself, of course, but I think that should have been there right out the gate. I think it would have helped a lot. Okay, last but absolutely not least, we have Doe, who might be my second favorite. I think she's so cute. It's kind of not fair. She's the one angel one, but I think she's so precious. So this is what she looks like with her hat on. She does wear the hat in the artwork, and her artwork is one of my favorite, like, pieces too. She's so cute. So cute. Huh, I just noticed the belt is the other way in the artwork. Interesting. Yeah, once again, you're not going to get that belt to sit properly. She has the best skirt, by the way, because hers has different colors. It's so cute. Anyway, full outfit. Ta-da! There we go. They do stand very easily, I'm telling you. Okay. Take the hat off. I love, by the way, it's like a light green. I don't know if you can tell, but it's an extremely light green with that blue that's almost got that, like, what is that color called? Where it's almost purple. It's like a blue, but it's almost purple. It's so pretty. She has a very light blonde hair that turns to blue. I just wanted to show you how harsh Fa's hair is compared to Doe's. And if we take the bangs off, she was another one that I had to put the putty to get them to actually stay. So it's not just the pigtails. Really cute. Her face is probably my favorite of the ones that have the more open eyes. And if you look, there's actually little hearts. They're just really cute. So precious. And then we can put the hair back on and take a look at everything else she has going on. She's just so cute. So her wings are huge, by the way. They are supposed to be big, but I think they're too big. I guess that's right. I just think they should have been a little bit smaller. I don't know. But they're really cute. So once again, they're 2 pieces of fabric with batting in the middle to make them a little bit puffy. And then they did like decorative stitching that in this case actually creates a like different look to it. It's like quilting almost. It's so cute. So cute. Again, really wish there was wire so I could pose them, but at this price point, I'm not really too concerned about that. I do think the silver throws off the outfit a little bit. So you have the choker and the belt, and they both have silver. I think those should have been white or maybe like the lighter green color or something. I don't know. She has the same top as the, I think her name was Ray, the pink and brown one. And that means it is a halter again. I love this green color. It's gorgeous. She has the little heart pressed in. Her sleeves are so cute. Her skirt is is it like a cornflower blue? I don't remember, but this light purpley blue, such a nice color. And then there's 3 different layers of the ruffles. 2 of them are the same blue, and then the last one is green. It's a much more intense green than the others. I think that's just what was available, but I think it looks great. I don't think it throws anything off, actually. I think it's awesome. I have dressed everybody but these, and this is the section where I'm going to be talking about a lot of my criticisms for the dolls, as well as showing you how the articulation works. So if you're not familiar with these Chinese ball jointed dolls, these have a pretty high learning curve to them if you start with dolls like these. I personally recommend you start with ones from different brands. These are great dolls. They're really awesome, but I do not think that these are for beginners. They have extra things that are very unusual for this style of doll, like having to place the eyes in yourself, and other things that just aren't particularly user-friendly, where I wouldn't recommend them to somebody new to these, basically. I'm pretty new to these, and I struggled quite a bit putting them together. But first, I just wanted to show you the articulation as well as the body sculpt. So these are the 2 different sculpts. The only difference between the sculpts is the chest. There's 2 different chest plates. It's a larger chest and a smaller chest. And then there's also 2 different face sculpts, and the difference in them is the eye. So I'm actually going to take the bangs off so that I can show you. Ooh, this is really holding on good. Yeah, that's one of my criticisms that's actually not valid here, is that a lot of them, the hair doesn't stay together and it just falls right off, but these ones do not have that problem. Anyway, here are the 2 different face sculpts. I think they're both really cute, and they're really cool with the eyes that are included as well, which you do place in yourself, and I'll give you a demonstration of how I do that with one of these 2 later. The articulation is exactly the same between them. The chest does not get in the way of anything that the other one can do. So I'm going to show you on this one. So starting off, these can actually stand pretty well on their own with the included shoe feet. They do have permanently sculpted on shoes, it looks like anyway. So when I'm trying to tell you that they stand pretty well, there we go. They don't want to stand. They come with a bunch of extra hands and bare feet if you so desire. And part of BJDs like this is that you can swap out their parts. But if you're familiar with, say, Monster High, these are actually quite different, where there's a hook in here that holds the new parts on that you can just hook into place. And as you could see, they are strung as opposed to having mechanical joints. So that is pretty different. They can become looser over time. You can tighten them. There's all sorts of things that you're able to do. They're formed with a series of hooks and string. The head articulation is actually pretty good, but you do have to make sure it's all set properly. I couldn't figure this out at first, so let me explain this to you. And I have had this exact problem before, but there's this like rubber in here, and you need to make sure that this is actually placed onto the rubber and pretty tightly, and then you pull this up and then twist it where now it's in an S shape like this as opposed to being like front to back, if that makes any sense. But the articulation of the head is actually really good, and it holds its place really, really well thanks to the included rubber piece, so I really appreciate that. The chest articulation is great as well. I love chest articulation. I feel like it adds a lot to the dolls. There is like quite a bit of pushback in some areas, but there's really good articulation in others. Now, there will be like gappiness in some areas, but if I was doing a slouching forward pose, I would easily be able to disguise that, so I'm not too worried about it. But I mean, as you can see, these joints actually are really pleasant to work with, and they work really smoothly, which is really nice. And it's something that's a bit unusual with a lot of these Chinese ball jointed dolls. They don't right out the gate come this nice to work with. The arm articulation is also really good. You do have a double jointed elbow, and until you get familiar with how to use these double jointed elbows, they can be a little bit frustrating to work with. But I mean, the double joint is very well done here, and I feel like it's pretty easy to disguise it quite well. When with some of the other Chinese BJDs, I feel like it looks really, really weird a lot of the time. So yeah, really nice arm articulation. Feel like I can do any natural human pose as well as some unnatural ones. And then for the hips, you can't go back super far unless you pull the leg out, which starts to get a little bit awkward. And there is actually a really nice thing in here to keep the leg in place, which is nice as well. But the dolls can sit. You can go a little bit past that using some stringing tricks, like, see? So, pretty pleasant. I like it. And then she also has a twist here, and there is a double jointed knee in here that's disguised. So you can pretty easily engage either side of the knee depending what you're trying to do. Mine is favoring the top side, but you could do this if you wanted to. I don't see why you would, but you could. And then you can also do the double jointed like articulation too to get some really, really cool poses. The shoes are hindering a little bit, but you would be able to move the feet quite a bit. But if I do both knees completely engaged, you can get some kneeling poses, which is always really, really cool. I'm just gonna have trouble with it now that I'm trying to film, but anyway, my point is these are pretty pleasant to work with. The double jointed knees aren't the most attractive. You kind of have to play around to make them look good, but they do come with really long socks, so I'm not overly worried about it. But yeah, this doll is so, so cute. All of the critiques I have are things like some of the hair is too loose. So this one, the head is held together really, really easily. No issues. Yay. And then some of the other ones, the hair just flies right off, which means their head falls off because the hair is the back of the head. So really interesting. That's something that I think they need to work on. But they do actually come with this sticky tack stuff, which is actually made for placing their eyes in their head. So I guess I'll show you how to put the eyes in the head now. Where are the eyes for this one? Do you have blue eyes? You do. Okay, so these are her eyes. And I'll show you how this is done. They look like this, and you have to place them in exactly because you can place them really, really wonky. So you need to warm up the sticky tack a little bit. So what I do is I just kind of roll it around in my hands until it is a little bit tackier and easier to engage. Then you stick the eye to it, whatever way you see fit. They are both the same, so you don't need to worry about which eye. And then you go ahead and, oh, you don't want it on the body, obviously, sorry. You go ahead and place it in the head. So I generally have it like this, where the catch light is at the top left, but you could do it whatever way you want. And you can also place it lower or higher. There are pretty clear designated eye sockets inside of the head, so there are pretty set spots. And the more closed eyes are a bit more forgiving than the more open eyes, of course. But anyway, once it's in, you have to be really careful to make sure it actually stays in the spot you put it. I mean, that's sarcasm. I often have completely destroyed the placement of it as I've been trying to stick it in. Okay, so this one's gonna have less whites to her eyes, and I can show you one of the other ones I did with the same face sculpt. That one looks really cool, actually, with the bangs. I did it while she did not have the bangs on, of course, so yeah. Then put it on, and we'll do the same thing here. The second eye is always hardest because there's already something in the head, obviously, so there's something in the way, and then also you have to match it up with the other eye. So this is a huge learning curve for me. This is not something that I have really done much of in my doll collecting tenure, so it's quite different. And I like this. I really like that you can move the eyes around as you see fit and also change the eye colors really easily, but I wish that there was more room to actually move the eyes around, because I can't really get a lot of different eye placements as we are here. And it's really hard to get them even. This looks pretty even to me, but the lighting is not even right now, so hold on. Let's see. I think it looks pretty good. They are follow me eyes, which makes it even harder to place them correctly. But I do like follow me eyes a lot. Okay, so I think this one needs to be a little bit angled upward and then inward a bit more. Okay, well that was a lot more. With the catch light to still show. Okay, how's that? I think that looks pretty good, but the catch light, again, they're follow me eyes, which makes it a little bit challenging to place them, but it also makes them a bit more forgiving with the like wonk, because it won't be as obvious because the eyes follow the viewer. Okay, from my literal eyeballs, that looks pretty good. From the camera, it does not look really good, so whatever. That's how you do that. And then let me show you how to switch out the hands as well. So these are the little hands and feet. They all come with extras. Let me show you the extras that they come with. They all come with the exact same ones. So there's the hands that are already on them, which are just these open hands, just simple. And then they come with the extra feet, of course, which also seem like they could stand really nicely, which is really cool. They come with these little grippy hands. They come with these little pointing hands. They come with these little weird pinky up hands. I guess they're just like a dainty fist. And then they also come with these rock and roll hands. So yeah, I usually just leave the original hands on unless I'm doing a very hyper-specific pose or something, but I did place some of these other hands, well, really two of these other hands on one of the other characters already, so I'll show you those in action later. But yeah, also I think it's funny that there's only one of the inner head colors. I guess they didn't make it for the other color, which is fine because you can't see it, but it's interesting. Yeah, then you put her together. If there's any issues getting the hair to actually stay in place, I just put a little bit of this tack in specifically this spot right here. So I would stick it in here somewhere, and then when I pushed it together, it would hold really, really well. So that's what I did with the others. But yeah, that's something that specifically the, what were they called? The 10,000 escape plans or 1,000 escape plans? I think it was 10,000 escape plans dolls had. That was really, really frustrating. And these ones, I've had it on all 4 of the ones I've prepared so far, just mysteriously not these 2. But I'm grateful that it's not on these 2. Anyway, thank goodness she has an eye covered, so I don't have to worry about the eye wonk. I just realized that. Yippee! Okay, I just realized I said I was going to show you how to change out the hands, and then I just casually did not do that. So let's do that. So anyway, you want to make sure the thumb is facing the right direction. So I want to do this one right here, and you pull the hand, at least this is how I do it. I pull the hand out, I unhook the current hand, I hold this with my hand. If you for whatever reason, need to like hold that hook in place, You can use, I'm using a safety pin here, but you can use a paper clip. There's special hooks. Usually it stays in place like this, but don't trust this because you could lose the hand and the arm and then spend like 20 minutes trying to get it out. Ask me how I know that. I will forever have an issue with the doll with red hair because of how frustrating it was trying to dig the hook out of her arm. I ended up using a paper clip that I modified to do that, by the way, if you have a similar problem. Anyway, it's that easy to change the hand out. Thankfully, I was really nervous that the feet would be difficult because I've had issues in the past with other dolls that have the molded on shoes having a really, really difficult like hook to engage, but that one was actually really easy to work with. So yay. Yeah. Dressing the doll, by the way, I'm just gonna talk about this here, even though in sequence y'all are probably gonna watch this after. But dressing the doll is a little bit difficult because a lot of them come with this hat, and not all of them are even pictured with this hat, so it's nice that they come with an extra thing. Like, she is not wearing the hat. But a lot of their hair sculpts do not accommodate the hat well. Specifically, the pigtail girls, the hat does not work on them, but they come with it. And then the outfits all have some kind of little heart badge on it, which are really cool, but it's actually just pressed into the fabric. And it doesn't stay in place. So especially with the sleeves, oh, these ones don't have it. Some of the sleeves have it. It does not stay in place. And then finally, the belts, which are on every single doll, I think. Yeah, there's a belt of some sort on every doll. First of all, there's no place to put the extra, like, ribbon when you're done. And ideally, you'd tuck it in. But the belts aren't really sewn on anywhere but the back usually. So, like, it's literally just sewn right there. So the belt will try to drift upward and downward, and it's going to loosen and tighten, and like it's just not going to stay in place. And then they come with an extra belt piece, so maybe I'm doing something wrong, and like I don't know, because look, this one will only really go here, right? Like it goes a little bit off to the middle, but if you look at the art, it's supposed to be there. So am I missing something and I'm supposed to create some weird belt contraption, or is this just an extra that they included for funsies? Oh, it's a necklace. Oh my god, it's a choker. Is that right? Oh, wow, that's gonna be frustrating to put on. Yeah, lots of tiny little details like this that are really, really stressful to put on the dolls, and I'm fine if they're stressful as long as they actually stay on, but not all of them stay on, so a little bit annoying. But anyway, I'll dress these dolls. Let's see how long it takes, and then we'll be done. All right, now it's time for our final thoughts. So I'm gonna sit here and pose these dolls with you while we do this, just to show you kind of how playing with them is. So again, these dolls were sent to me for review purposes by Kikagoods, so huge thank you and shout out to them. And if you're interested in shopping with Kikagoods, right now, at least when I'm filming this video, they do have a New Year special that's really, really good and can help you get started. And I feel like it's a really good way to start because the prices are really, really fair. Their prices are already really good and they always run really nice sales, so now is a good time. But anyway, these dolls are fabulous. It's funny because if you had asked me yesterday while I was trying to dress them how I felt about them, I would have been like, oh my god, I think these are like the 10,000 Escape Plans dolls again. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I'm really stressed and frustrated, and it's mostly because I lost the string in one of their arms. That's something that's really frustrating. I personally think that these are not the best for beginners. I think if these were your first Chinese BJDs, you would get frustrated, but you would most likely figure it out and have fun with them. But there's definitely some things that my first ones were the Antu, I forgot what the line was called, but the little Antu animals. I think that those are actually a really good beginner's one. These have so many things like the little buckles that I think would drive a beginner in like absolutely crazy, and that would make me just kind of steer clear of recommending. Also, trying to place the eyes yourself might be very frustrating for a beginner. This is the first time I did it and it wasn't hard or anything, but it might not be something that you want to do. Most doll collectors are used to just getting a doll ready to go right out the gate. Maybe you have to put on a couple outfit pieces, but other than that, you're like, they're all set. So having these things that are not prepared for you might be really stressful. And then also the hair, the way you have to put the putty into place would be quite frustrating. I think that these are really, really good though. Among all of the Chinese BJDs that I've reviewed, the bodies on these, the articulation, really, really solid, very well done. The stringing right out the gate is really good, which I think is a plus for beginners. The sculpts in general are very, very nice. The clothing pieces are great too. You get a lot of versatile pieces with most of the characters, which is really nice if you like to redress your dolls. I personally like to leave them as they are and have them as the character that they came as, although I will usually come up with some kind of actual like vague story for them on my own, because when they come with stories, they don't always inspire me. I don't know. But yeah, I actually think these are really nice, and I'm glad, because I was a little nervous about this video when I was preparing to do it. When I was like halfway through filming, I was like, uh-oh, I'm not sure how I feel yet. But yeah, these are great. These are really, really cool. I highly recommend them. Obviously, with these Chinese BJDs, the biggest thing is, do you like the designs? Okay. Her stringing is a little bit different than the others. I wanted her kneeling, but I don't think she's going to kneel for me. So I'm just going to have her do like a cute... Oop, no! I ruined everything. That was totally my fault. I'm just going to have her do a cute sit. The biggest thing is, do you like the designs? Do you like the theme that's going on? I think that this theme is pretty, like, agreeable. I think most people will like something about this theme. I think it's really cute. I think it's simple, but it's also fun and unique in its own way, and I really like that. The angels and devils thing is like pretty played out, but I think that this was a really fun interpretation of it, and yeah, I hope if they do another series, they do an angel series with a few devils, because I've got a lot of devils here and I'd like some angels. But yeah, that's it. So cute. I'd love to know who your favorite character is, and if you have any of these, what do you think? And if you have other Chinese BJD recommendations that you'd like for me to review, let me know. And again, huge thank you to Kikagoods for sending me these dolls for review purposes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! I forgot to say this, but if the type of dolls that you really enjoy are ones that you can customize, or you like doing customizations, or you think you want to try, I think these are one of the best ways to start, at least if you like this scale and style of doll, because the amount of extras you get and the amount of things the dolls themselves come with, this is a huge, huge bargain, especially because you get a whole extra body and head, so you get basically a 7th doll to work with if you were to get the 6th set. So I think that that's really cool. You get all these different eye colors, you get all these different outfits, and the hair and everything. I think that this is a pretty good value if you're wanting to customize. Again, you do kind of have the set elf ears. Everybody's got the elf ears and everything, but you even have these that you can play around with too. So all you'd really need are the painting supplies, or the supplies to make your own outfits, but otherwise you'd be all set. So just wanted to throw that one out there, because I know I think that's the intention. That's why they have all the different, that's why you can switch out the eyes. That's why they have the heads that you don't have the eyes in them, all that sort of stuff. And I'm excited because this gives me an opportunity to play around with customizing a little bit with, like, fairly guilt-free. If I were to destroy these, I'd be very sad, but it wouldn't be like I destroyed an entire doll, you know? So yeah, I'm excited to kind of play around with that. I don't know if it'll be a video because I'm still not comfortable yet, but we'll see. But yeah. Okay, for real this time, that's it. I love these two. These two are probably gonna be in the thumbnail. They're so cute. Not my favorites. Still my favorite baby. But I'm trying to show, like, the angel and devil themes, so I think these two are obviously the winners for that. Okay. Goodbye.